Yeah, we're ready.
Hi, Scott Orland with CINEMA-Magazin. It is my pleasure to bring you Mrs. Sloane, who is inhabited by the actress Jessica Chastain. Congratulations. This movie just blew me out of the water. But I remembered a few years ago, you did a film called The Most Violent Year.
Yes.
And I thought, that is one badass chick. Nothing compared to Mrs. Sloane. Oh
yes. I like playing characters that challenge the status quo, right?
What did you know about the whole lobbyist industry? How enlightened did you become?
Well, I didn't know anything about the lobbyist industry, so I learned a lot. I read, you know Jack Abramoff? He's a lobbyist who went to jail. I read his book, and my mind was blown about what they do. And then I went to DC, and I sat down with 11 female lobbyists and talked to them about what it was to work in this political system. And then I asked private questions. I asked anything that I could that I found would be helpful.
How much is it a power game? It seems it's about the win.
Oh yeah. For me, this character is a study on addiction because she's addicted to the win. That's what gives her a high, right? Yes, she also takes pills, but that's to win. And the more dangerous the more down the rabbit hole you get in addiction, you need a bigger high. So for her, at the beginning of the movie, she takes the unwinnable case because that, for her, then is the biggest high she could have. It's that feeling she gets when she wins.
But what is interesting about a woman like this is as controlled as she is, emotionally she just has this wall. Even in these scenes, which I'm not going to give too much away, the sex scenes, that even then, it's not about it's just about the physical connection. She doesn't want any emotion in that at all.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting, without giving anything away, those sex scenes are actually, in her mind, in a way, is like her boyfriend, right? Which is why in the beginning of the movie, she's shocked that Mark, her relationship that she's had in the past, isn't showing up anymore. And for her, she needs that intimacy in her life. She doesn't have any intimacy in her life. So yes, there's sex involved, but for her, it's also connecting with another human being in a way where there's not a domination or anything like that. And but she also, in being in control of the relationship, she can tell them to leave when she wants them to leave.
What I thought too was so fascinating about this woman, and at least about this whole industry, is manipulation.
Yeah.
Who can manipulate who? Has there ever been a moment in your life where you felt manipulated and powerless because of it?
I think we've all at some point felt like we've been manipulated. I mean, I'm very susceptible to being manipulated with guilt. Oh yeah, like if someone wants to make me feel guilty, I'm the biggest sucker you got right now.
You know, last time I interviewed Jessica, I didn't think it went really well, but I don't want to make you...
Yeah, you didn't really give me a hug when I saw you today, so... No, really. Or like, I don't know that they're trying to manipulate me, but I'm very quick to feel guilty.
And what's too is obviously you are a fashionista right now, and
thanks.
but this woman, I thought, when we always hear about power wardrobes, she had a power wardrobe. I mean, even her look from the lipstick, and I don't normally notice things like that, but I couldn't help but be fixated on, she was the essence of power when she walks into a room.
Absolutely. Even the haircut with the, with the swirl around, it's like a fin almost. I didn't know this. When I first read the script, I assumed I'd be wearing like the same clothes for many days and no makeup, and she just would be working tirelessly. But when I went to DC, it all changed. When I met with the women and I saw the black nail polish and I saw the power suits, and I saw that in a political world that's a boys' club, how a woman needs to present herself. She can't show up and be, any part of her can be weak. She almost has to announce herself before she enters the room.
And how much did a film like this or a character like this frustrate you in the sense of how society looks at what women can do and what men can do? And if men do this, they're called, they have names of praise towards them. When women do it, it's names of detriment.
Yeah. When I first started this movie, I thought, okay, it's so timely because of the gun debate. But then, looking at this political system, you see what's happening even in our politics today, where you have a presidential candidate who is so completely prepared for the role. And her criticism after the first debate was that she was over-prepared. We're used to seeing men take these roles and be ambitious and be the renegade. But women, we don't like them to do that in our society for some reason. We try to nurture women to kind of stay in the back, don't be too present. If they're too ambitious, if they're too present, then they're the B word, or they're, there's so many women have been labeled as difficult just because they wanted to be seen as equal. And I think the great thing about this movie is it really challenges the status quo of what we think is acceptable in society or how a woman should be. And I hope that young girls watch it and go, you know what? If there's something I want to do, I can do it. I mean, be careful of other people's feelings, but ask for that pay raise, ask for that promotion. We have now role models in our society that we can look up to and say, you know what? I deserve my space in this world too.
So all you girls out there, this is your role model. Give her space. Give her space. Jessica, as always, such a pleasure.
Thanks,
Great performance. And this is Scott Orland. Till next time.